Hi, Pete Moore, editor of Shooting Sports Magazine. Welcome to Gunmark TV. And no, this is not a 22 AR-15 review, maybe later. What it is a review of is this rather nice Magpul, lightweight, fully adjustable bipod. We're used to Harris bipods, I love them, but they're a bit bulky and a little bit heavy. And on something like an AR-15, though this is set up for any rifle, any caliber, doesn't matter. I just put it on my AR because I quite like it. It offers an interesting alternative. As you can see, legs fold down, depending how you position the pod, front or back, the legs can go forward or back. Forward's better for holding the rifle. They are length adjustable. Press that button in there, yank it down, and it's 10.5 inches measured from the base, so you've got a fair bit. As you can see, you can slap in a 25 round mag and not have any problem shooting it off a bench or the ground. You have 6 positions on these legs, like that. Legs have round rubber feet, which, looking at the Magpul information, you can actually take these off by drifting out roll pins, and they say that it will take some of the Atlas feet, so if you want spiked feet or perhaps a bigger ski type foot, you can get them on there, but really it's not what it's all about. When you're down, the legs lock, and all you have to do is press this button and they fold forward for storage. The real nice thing about it is you have cant and pan, which is something that not all pods have. A lot of them have cant, which is basically, as you can see here, you can rotate it for an even ground. My Harris BRS has it, which is a very useful facility. And once it's in any position, you can lock it out using this screw at the bottom. However, you also have what they call pan, which is basically limited traverse. It's 40 degrees of pan, which is quite useful from the center, and you get 50 degrees of cant again from the center. You can also get to a situation where you can lock the pod up to a certain degree, lose the pan, but keep the cant, which is quite nice. The bipod comes with 3 mounting systems, 2 of which are more of interest to us. This is a Picatinny clamp, 2 screws go through on a Picatinny rail. Then you have M-lock, which is just one of the newer mounting systems. It's an item that clips in, locks in by turning 2 screws, and it offers various things like a Picatinny rail, or in this case a base for the pod to fit in. And you have an arms mount as well. Arms was one of the early companies that made rails for AR-15s, and I haven't seen an arms mount in the UK for ages, so really that's not our concern. Probably the best is the Picatinny mount. It's easy to fit. As I said before, you've got good adjustment on it. So that's 10.5 inches, which is quite high, and it goes down to 7.5, which is a little, I found it for some things a tad high compared to the Harris, which is a 6 to 9, but basically you get a 3-inch throw. Also, this Picatinny type base does increase it a little bit, and I'm measuring from the base to the base, but I've got to say I really like it. They're about, I think, just a shade under £150. I think they're 149.99, and they're from Rifle Works, who are one of the retailers of it. But I've got to say, it's a cool looking pod. Plus, you can get it in flat dark earth to match my lovely rifle, or black. Not much more to say, but it's cheaper than the Atlas and some of the bigger bipods that people use for more precision. It's a little bit more expensive than a Harris, but I think it strikes a very good balance between the 2 of them. And if you're looking for something a little bit good for your AR-15, or any rifle for that matter, as long as you've got a compatible mount, take a look at the Magpul Bipod. You won't be disappointed.